2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. And with pregame routine.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Doncic looking it over. Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Now the pass to Powell. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Passes it to Doncic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Cauley Stein. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Pass to Simons. Now Powell. Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Richardson kicks to Brunson. Anthony with the block. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. To the right side. He dishes it to McCollum. To the inside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Cantor throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Now, here's Richardson. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Cauley Stein. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Simons. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Anthony against Powell. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Feeds it to Powell. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Canner, high post. Kicks it to McCollum. The pass to Powell. Inside. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his second basket.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Brunson in at the point. Here's Doncic. And good that time. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Doncic passes to Hardaway. And yes, it's good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Passes it to Jones. Down low. Kicks it out to Lillard. From outside the arc. He can't hit that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Kleber. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Covington. Outside, Jones. Powell against Doncic. Here's Nurkic. No good there. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 6. And Redick kicks to Finney-Smith. Yes, that goes in. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, like, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum kicks to Lillard. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Redick with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
Richardson against Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot's good from Cantor. .109 left in the first half. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. Right wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis high post. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over in the corner, Lillard. He feeds it to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Richardson outside. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cantor against Richardson. McCollum outside. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And here's Brunson. Redick finds Hardaway. Back to Redick. Offensive rebound.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
And so it's Portland holding on to it. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and that'll about...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the paint, here's Nurkic. Lillard looking around. That one drops for him. Lillard's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
I like seeing Lillard go to the floater. He has such a soft release and touch on this shot.
Doncic right side. Porzingis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Porzingis with the ball. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Back to Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. The dish to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Lillard is a phenomenal ball handler. Terrific at getting to wherever he wants to go.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Down by 12. Nurkic with the block. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. And then for Dallas, Cauley Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Here's Simons. An easy 2 points on the layup. Simons has got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Redick dishes to Powell. The feed to Cauley Stein. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Doncic outside. To the inside, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Powell for 3. Kicks it to Cantor. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kleber. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. And here's McCollum for 3. Good D by Hardaway. Stolen by McCollum. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Portland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers leading by 9. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 9. Now Brunson to the middle. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Brunson with a clean look. No good with the triple.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Cauley Stein against Lillard, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's McCollum.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Burke. Off target with his 3. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Lillard against Brunson. But they'll get another chance. McCollum outside from downtown. That shot off the mark. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in this.
Powell, he's checked in for Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Richardson in for Burke.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 7. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's jacked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Doncic gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Cullen passes to Pop. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They've held a 12-point lead early. Powell for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Right side Hardaway. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Hardaway. That shot off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard from outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Covington finds Lillard. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And so he hits both.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
The three. And it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 24.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Lillard against Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Count it!
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
McCollum against Richardson. McCollum passes to Lillard. Fires the three. Just 4 to shoot. Lets a floater go, and the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Yeah, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Out to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Lillard with it. Passes it to Powell. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Richardson for 3. Misses. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony. Live coverage of the NBA here on DA.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks the ball. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Doncic. Denver getting their last shot to go. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And that one's good by Porter.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Now, here's Porter. Following the miss by Jokic. Clock at 6. And Murray. Here we go. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the strength of Murray. Finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Powell kicks to Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. And Denver with a change here, too. McGee's checked in. Campazzo. Brunson covering. There's the pass to Millsap. Campazzo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little.
That was a strong dunk.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Redick with the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Millsap. Lets it go. And again, it's Denver.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Hardaway against Gordon. Passes it to Powell. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Redick for 3.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Runs in the pass to Reddick. Over Gordon. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Murray for three. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play and how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime here.
Out to the right wing. McGee against Cauley Stein. And McGee kicks to Gordon. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now Barton. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Barton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
The drive by Doncic. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
To the paint, here's Gordon. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Doncic outside. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
It's Barton on the wing. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to McGee. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
And Doncic gets it to go.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Denver leading by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Murray, the pass to Barton. On the wing, Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Ball kicks to Barton. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. And stolen by Barton. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Jokic. And now an 11-point Denver lead.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Here's Brunson. Dallas moving it around. The pass to Marjanovic. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Magnificent rejection.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 13-point lead. And thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Bol Bol.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Bol is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Murray against Doncic. Murray the pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. And the dunk by Bol.
Barton is really a team-first guy who likes to get the ball to his teammates, an excellent passer at his position.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Bol, the pass to Barton. To the right side. Here's Bol. Swiped it away. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. And it's Dallas with another.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Barton surveying the floor. Pass to Jokic. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic outside to the inside. And Bull pulls it down.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Doncic against Murray. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
For Denver, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Bull, the pass to Barton. In the corner, Bull with it. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Bull's got 17. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Down low. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Dallas moving it around. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Back to Murray. Outside Porter. To the middle. It's deflected. Porzingis with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bucket is good. He has 5.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Murray outside. Back to Gordon. Puts it up. Murray, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Kleber, the pass to Richardson. Doncic, and the layup is good.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Kicks it to Murray. Campazzo, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver also making a switch. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Millsap passes to Jokic. Campazzo, Richardson covering. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And he gets it to go.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Doncic, no good. And he commits the intentional foul. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Bol, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Passes to Bol. Campazzo, Brunson covering. In the corner, Bol with it. On the wing, Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. And again, Denver, no good.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Green up on top. Richardson covering. And that one clearly a foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Denver leading by 7. Pass to Bol. Back to Green. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Good on the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now the feed to Powell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Richardson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that's an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Bol, the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. That one goes in, and the Nuggets lead by 11.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, you know, it's rare to see a 7-footer shoot well from the foul line, guys, but that's Porzingis for you.
Redick against Barton. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. trailing here by 8. The pass to Kleba. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Martin the bounce pass. Here's Bol. Plays it up and banks it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Redick dishes to Doncic. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Shoots. Offensive rebound. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Bol. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good on the triple. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's Jokic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bol. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lillard against Murray. And the basket by Lillard.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
But Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Murray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. And it's Lillard again missing. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Here's Jokic. That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Cantor, the pass to Simons. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Millsap's running. 2 points. That one goes.
Notice how quick Millsap is in transition. He deserves to get the basket. That's a running big there.
And 1:01 left in the first.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Porter passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. Jokic with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Murray for 3. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Simons. It's hauled in by Jokic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. No good on the 3. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked to...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Outside Millsap. Gordon against Powell. Another shot. Jokic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Bounce pass Anthony. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Jokic, no good.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Powell against Gordon. Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Anthony, the pass to Powell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
They get it back. McGee. And he banks in the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And then Lillard slams it in.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Green inside, covered by Anthony. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now Lillard, he's got 10. The three-pointer, no good. Martin surveying the floor, gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Off-season work and shooting the basketball paying off for Barton there. This guy you have to keep your eye on if he gets the ball around the arc.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum outside. Passes it to Cantor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. That's good from Cantor.
Now, Cantor is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low-post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
Murray against Lillard. Here's Bull. No good on the triple. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The pass to Cantor. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Green kicks to Murray. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that'll do it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? And that'll about...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Barton outside. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
It's Barton with the drive, and Barton throws it down.
Well, that's an awesome dunk from Will Barton on that possession. You got to be aware of his athleticism sneaking up on you.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for Jokic. And a switch here also for Portland. Jones is checked in. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
For 3, Murray. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. It's stolen by Jones. Powell kicks to Anthony. Back to Powell. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Got a piece of it.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And it's Simons missing. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Denver passing it around. Jones against Porter. Anthony with the block. And he's able to get it back. Portland leading. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Feeds to Cantor. Millsap with the double team. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
A different look now for Portland. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Murray, here we go. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Green, the pass to Barton. Knocked loose. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Cantor. It's good. Cantor's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
This is the thing about Cantor. He has the size to muscle through contact and the good touch to boot.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Murray against Lillard. Here's Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really the hard work and the lunch pail mentality of a guy like Paul Millsap, who made himself into an all-star in the Eastern Conference. He's got tremendous skill and versatility.
Lillard way outside. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Lillard dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Barton drives in. Here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Lillard against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Lillard from outside drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 22.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Barton drives in. Here's Millsap. Good D by Covington.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Cullen passes to Covington. Lillard with it. 6 on the shot clock. Covington. He shoots again. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard against Barton. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And stolen by Lillard. And stolen by Barton. And that one's good by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Lillard against Murray. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Barton outside. Count it, and the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
And that's a big shot from Barton when his team really needed one. This guy taking the pressure head on.
Denver making a switch here. Holes checked in. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Jones. Lillard with it. Now Bol defending.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Denver in the lead. Bol kicks to Barton. He feeds it to Bol. And they pick up 2.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
McCollum finds Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got his first points of the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Bol with it, and on Nurkic. It's Barton with the drive. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here is Lillard. McCollum outside. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And stolen by Bol. Here's Porter. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And Bol pulls it down. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Barton passes to Porter. Bol kicks to Murray. It falls.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Lillard from outside. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Murray dishes the Bol. And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And regulation now complete. We will go to over. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to Denver. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Cantor in at the center position. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum finds Lillard. Banked in off the glass. And now a 3-point Portland lead.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Murray dishes the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. A steal. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. He gets it in there.
Jokic does such a nice job of doing everything in this offense, including the drive this time.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
They get it again. McCollum passes to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. And it's Denver the other way. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good. Porter against McCollum. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Outside, Porter. Lets it go from deep. The 3 won't fall. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 6 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Campazzo can't knock in the 3. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. A stunning view of the moon. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward spot. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. 3 on the clock, and that one's good. Lillard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trailblazers. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And here's McCollum for three. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And Doncic, here we go. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lillard against Doncic. Covington, and Covington stays with it.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doncic with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Lillard attacking. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Kleber with the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Redick for three. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Cullen passes to Powell. And there it is for him.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Pocket 6. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McCollum kicks to Powell. To the inside, and stolen by Redick. And they're moving it up. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jones checked in for Norman Powell. Here's Cauley Stein, and he converts the layup.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McCollum. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Brunson the pass to Redick. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
McCollum outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Brunson in at point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
It's Powell on the wing, covered by Anthony. Cauley-Stein dishes to Powell. Anthony knocks it loose.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 4-point game. Back to Redick from past the arc. Goes up again. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Brunson against Lillard. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simons. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And Dorian Finney. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Porzingis. Lillard with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Well, nothing wrong with a little early offense. Anthony happy to oblige.
Doncic outside, and Doncic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lillard against Richardson. That's tipped. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Lillard. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lillard against Richardson. Out to Anthony. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in. 34 seconds left here in the second. And it's Lillard missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. Lillard, the pass to Covington. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic left side. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the depth.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, win or lose.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the three, the small forward. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the shot goes down. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Now McCollum. And the pass to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Here's Lillard. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Doncic finds Richardson. There's the three. Porzingis against Nurkic. And again, it's Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 here in the quarter.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. McCollum passes to Lillard. Goes back up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Porzingis.
You can never discount the range and the wingspan that Melo brings. He can bother a lot of shots.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
55 seconds left in the third. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closer. Pass to Porzingis. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D from Kanter. Trailblazers trail by 7. Simons, the pass to Anthony. To the left side wing. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Here's Kanter. That one goes. Count it.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Brunson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rebound by Anthony. Here's Simons. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks ahead, up 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. To the wing right side. Anthony down low. Guarded by Powell. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Powell against Anthony. Powell kicks to Brunson. Anthony with the block, and he recovers it. It's picked off. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. McCollum against Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest. especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
The feed to Cauley-Stein. And he lays it straight in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Drops in the tray.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Doncic against Lillard. The offensive rebound. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Lillard against Doncic. Passes to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 5. Out to Doncic. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Powell, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Back to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic with the bucket.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
McCollum finds Lillard. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And Doncic, here we go. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Here's Lillard. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line. Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Lillard against Richardson. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Money!
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of of the game, he delivers.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Richardson off target with that shot.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. Welcome to 2K Sports. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And here comes the break. Here's Bull. Here's Jokic. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Doncic against Murray. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here are the Mavericks now. Richardson attacking. Jokic against Kleber. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Now here's Murray. Green with the ball. Here's Bull. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's deflected. Outside, Porter. Over to the wing. Deep 2 from Murray. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. That one falls.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Murray outside. Now the pass to Millsap. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Richardson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, really good body control that time by Richardson. Anticipated the foul coming, absorbed that contact, and didn't let it bother his shot.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Will Barton. Cauley-Stein finds Richardson. Now Powell down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on his first attempt of the game. McGee the pass to Murray. Barton drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. All free throws good from Barton.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And so here's Denver after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Here's McGee.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Hardaway dishes to Powell. And that one, good. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And he makes good on the layup. Now, here's Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you, numbers-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Gordon. Campazzo. And it goes down 2 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Gordon goes in. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Passes it to Kleba. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Denver, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Count that bucket. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Porzingis can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Barton throws it down.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Down low. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Richardson. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for Dallas. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Gordon finds McGee. Back to Gordon. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Back to Doncic. The dish to Richardson. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Now here's Barton following the miss by Porzingis. To the wing on the left. Back to McGee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Here's Jokic following the basket by JaVale McGee. From 10 feet out, kept alive.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And so here is Dallas following the basket by Jokic. Back to Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Murray kicks to Porter. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Now, here's Bull. D right on him. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Count that one. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Outside, Green. Back to Porter. Over Hardaway. No good from 11 feet. It's all tied in Denver. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They couldn't hold on to... And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Jamal Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Green in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Doncic. Bull making his last shot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to the wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Green finds Jokic. Murray outside. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here's Bull. The drive by Green and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Doncic. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Redick with the bucket. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Redick against Porter. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Pass to Murray. And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. The drive by Doncic.
Boy, Doncic is so...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket is good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Campazzo makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
The Nuggets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. It doesn't go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. Barton surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Jokic. It's Barton with the drive. That ties the game. Barton's got 8 points.
Speed and athleticism of Barton, superb. So venomous on these drives to the rim. Take that, fellas.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Gordon. And now the Nuggets, fast break for the lead. Misses the layup. It's all tied in Denver. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Maxi Kleber is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Murray.
Boy, Murray had his fingerprints all over that possession. It's huge when he makes these types of plays.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. They get it back, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Denver leading by 4. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Doncic against Murray. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got the lead back up to 6 now for Denver.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Doncic. And that one, good. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Hardaway against Porter. Hardaway with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Brunson, good. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson up top. Paulie Stein. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Now, Jokic. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
Here's Burke. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in, and it's sent back by Jokic. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. On the wing, Porter. 5 on the clock. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Bulls got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Finney Smith. Porter with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by... Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful. What a punch. Now, here's Doncic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
And it's Jokic in the corner. From outside, off the mark. So we see Denver get the win here. It was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And that one's good. Jokic.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
McCollum finds Lillard. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Murray up on top. Back to Jokic. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Barton against McCollum. And that one's good. Barton.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
Lillard against Murray. Fires for 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Murray surveying the D. On the wing, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Lillard outside to stop the run. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Porter. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And it's Simons missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Campazzo lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Simons. 1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. McCollum kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. For Murray. Off the left rim and out.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Simons, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Murray, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray, easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic, and it's JaMychal Green in for Porter.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Outside Gordon. Anthony with the defensive effort.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray to the paint. Jones for 3. Here's Simons. Pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And they pick up 2. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
Bucket is good. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Simons, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Campazzo. Here's Millsap. Back to Murray. Millsap dishes to Green. 6 to shoot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Lillard's checked in for Norman Powell. And Denver also making a switch. Martin is checked in. The shot by Lillard wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Denver leading by 9. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Millsap against Lillard, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 13. Out to the right wing, and stolen by Lillard. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 8.
And those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of a season, gets more and more consistent with.
Barton passes to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton. And the Nuggets lead by 12. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Lillard, and the shot goes in. He's got 10.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Well, that's an awesome dunk from Will Barton on that possession. You got to be aware of his athleticism sneaking up on you.
Out left to the wing. Lillard scanning the floor. A 3 from McCollum, and it's sent back by Jokic. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve, adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, kicks it out to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Down low, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And that does it for the first half of play. Nuggets lead by 13. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 13-point lead. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Rome in the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Millsap with the steal. And Millsap slams it in.
Now you got to stay with Paul Millsap in transition. For a bigger guy, he does a good job of getting out wide.
Lillard against Millsap. Pass to McCollum. The tray. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got 6 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Millsap looking it over. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
Well, right now, Millsap taking on the challenge and going right at him.
Lillard against Millsap. Floats one up. Lillard misses. The Nuggets leading by 16.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
It's blocked.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard outside. Draws contact, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Cantor kicks to Lillard. Back to Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Cantor throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Martin with it. Lillard picks him up. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. The Blazers on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside Anthony. Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 to shoot. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Martin passes to Murray. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Lillard attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here. Gordon finds Green. Good work defensively by Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 7. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Simons. He has 6. Clock at 4. Fires, high post. Cantor can't get the tip in.
Hustling to get up on that shot. No one can fault Cantor for his defensive effort on that one.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Green, then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
There's the pass to Green, to the inside. Outside for Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Now Lillard. McCollum outside. Here's the 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And Porter, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Both good from the line that time. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lillard outside. To the paint. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Nurkic.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
And here is Murray. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Back to Barton. Shoots over Lillard. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Murray kicks to Barton. Jokic passes to Green. And it's good, 2 points. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
Lillard with it, and a wide open look for McCollum. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Green dishes to Barton. Back to Green. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Lillard against Barton. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Denver leading by 5. On the wing, Porter. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Murray against Lillard. To the middle. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Green taking his time here. It's good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his third foul of the game. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Denver with a change here, too. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaMychal Green. Kicks it out to McCollum to tie it up. It's hauled in by Gordon. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
It's pretty obvious right now the defense is not comfortable with Barton taking those shots. He's remarkable at drawing fouls when he's on the floor.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And stolen by Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot off that time.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Anthony off the mark. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under difficulty. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.